Ostapenko, no education, comments terrible, Osaka. Former world number one Naomi Osaka says that Jelena Ostapenko telling Taylor Townsend she had no class and no education was one of the worst things you could say to a black tennis player. Latvia's Ostapenko argued with Townsend after the American beat her 7-5, 6-1 in the U.S. Open's second round on Wednesday. Ostapenko, who claimed Townsend had not apologized after a net cord landed in her favor, has been criticized for her comments. Townsend said she did not think there was a racial undertone to Ostapenko's comments, adding, "I didn't take it in that way, but also that has been a stigma in our community of being not educated when it's the furthest thing from the truth." Ostapenko, who won the French Open in 2017, denied any element of racism in an Instagram post on Wednesday. Asked about the incident, Japan's four-time major champion Osaka said, "I think it's ill timing and the worst person you could have ever said it to. I don't know if she knows the history of it in America, but I know she's never going to say that ever again in her life. It was just terrible. I think obviously it's one of the worst things you can say to a black tennis player in a majority white sport. I know Taylor and I know how hard she's worked and I know how smart she is, so she's the furthest thing from uneducated or anything like that." American third seed Coco Gauff, who has regularly used her platform to speak out against racism, said Ostapenko was wrong to use those words about Townsend. "I think it was a heat-of-the-moment thing. I think Jelena was probably feeling emotions after she lost," added 21-year-old Gauff. "I do think that shouldn't have been said regardless of how you're feeling, especially given those were the reasons that she stated." Knowing Taylor personally, she's the opposite of that. Ostapenko lost in the women's doubles on Thursday, but did not fulfill her media duties afterwards, with organizers citing illness. World number one Aryna Sabalenka, speaking after her victory on Wednesday night, said she had spoken to Ostapenko to help her face it more in a mature way. Sabalenka said, "She just sometimes can lose control. She has some things in life to face and some struggles. I was just trying to help her to settle down and just was someone she could speak to and just let it go. I really hope that one day she will figure herself and she will handle it much better. I'm pretty sure, looking back, she's not happy with her behavior."